station with the most local news. Fox 17 News at 4 starts right now.
First at 4 o'clock, the state of Michigan activating its Emergency Operations Center, trying to get ahead of the coronavirus outbreak.
This morning, in fact, the governor announced her administration's efforts to prevent the spread of the disease. Fox 17's Darren Cunningham was there. He joins us live from the newsroom with more. Darren.
Yeah, Doug, Annie, so far, Michigan has not had a case of coronavirus. Previous possible cases tested negative, and the governor's office says they're trying to keep it that way. They're, quote, hoping for the best, yet preparing for the worst.
We encourage you to take care of one another, talk to one another, educate one another. And
Governor Gretchen Whitmer joined by state officials Friday morning discussing the need for clean personal hygiene, awareness, and the efforts being made to prevent coronavirus from spreading in Michigan.
We know that there is currently not a vaccine or an antiviral treatment for this disease. Given that we know it is likely we will see more cases in the U.S., we must do everything we can and use all the public health tools we have to slow the spread.
Whitmer says state labs are now prepared to test for coronavirus and get results back within 4 hours, instead of having to send the samples to the Centers for Disease Control.
That's good to hear that we have that capacity in-house to save critical hours and days.
Grand Valley State University professor Doug Graham says planning and timing is critical, having worked at the Centers for Disease Control in 2003 during the SARS pandemic.
I remember the Chinese authorities being very reluctant to even acknowledge that there was a problem or invite outside expertise in to help them.
He says it appears the Chinese government learned from that. Although today's strand of coronavirus still managed to make its way to the West. The state says to date, more than 82,000 people are confirmed to have been infected globally. Just 15 confirmed cases in the U.S. so far. Graham says it's important to be alert, but not overly alarmed.
This is a virus that can kill people, but so does influenza and a lot of other stuff. Just approach this with open eyes, educate yourself, and don't panic.
Also at the meeting, Michigan's Adjutant General says the Department of Defense asked for Fort Custer to prepare space where those infected can be quarantined if it comes to that. Now, as for clean hygiene, the governor says wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, and instead of shaking hands, she suggests fist bumps or elbow bumps. Live in the newsroom, Darren Cunningham, Fox 17 News.
All right, fist bumps it is. Thank you, Darren. Now, as precaution.